Okay, welcome back to the stream. Today we're playing Minecraft again. Same, that should be fine. I finally got the villagers. I wanted to get the villagers before continuing the on stream, so finally got them. Had to do some shenanigans to get them. Let me show you what I did. Before I go, let me see if I have another weakness potion. One golden apple. Well, let me put away some stuff and then I'll continue to. Cobble. Some random drops. I have a chance. 2 random bows. Okay, complete bow now. I need a few things. Well, let's start by showing you my gold farm that I improved a little bit. I got rid of the witch because I don't need her anymore. But let me show you the improvements. I made a little bit bigger the platform because I need to bring the villagers from another place. But for starters, how the hell did he get up there? Actually, probably be better if I die. Bring this guy down. They're spawning up here, why? There must be an spawnable block there. They are not attacking me though. Well, anyway, first of all, I got my sword that I commented before. I made this. It took a lot of levels, to be honest. Probably not worth it to put so many enchantments on it. The only one that I could not get from normal, where it was mending, I'm sorry. But everything else you can get from the random enchantments you get here. You have to combine a bunch of stuff until you get whatever you're searching for. But yeah, this is the sword I made. It works pretty well. The only problem I have is that I don't want to lose it, so I don't really bring it with me. Now I need to get rid of that guy on the top though. Also, the pigs, they grunt angry, but they're not that mad at me, so I can probably just take my stuff and continue showing everything off. First of all, let's see where they are spawning, because I don't like that they are up there. Oh, I see. I don't want to put them down there. Well, that was nice. Just little my shit. They lure me in a false sense of security. Alright then. Let's do some slabs. What I need. Still don't know why they were mad at me, because they were not mad at me at the beginning, but whatever, man. It is what it is, right? They're still mad at me even though they killed me. I just need one slab to get rid of that spawnable platform, because that could be a problem if I let it there. No, it's fine. At least they're down now. Right. At two spots where they could spawn. Very annoying. Well, anyway, I don't know if I showed you this, but that's the way I do it. Which is just put a bunch of soul torches over there, so that the pigmen have to run through this corridor, and then the zombie piglin just push them through this place until they get put in the front line, so I can kill them easily. That's pretty much it. Not that complex. And then I just stand there and since I have Lutein 3, this goes pretty fast. This thing actually doesn't break easily, and you can get a lot of enchantments from these guys: Supernage 3 Unbreaking, Sharpness 3. As you can see, it's really easy to get a good sword once you get Lutein. Smite, Lutein 1, Unbreaking, Sharpness 2. I already have this one, which is really good. And since it kills them quite fast, it doesn't actually break, so actually I'm leveling up, as you can see. I'm level 16 right now. 17. It works quite nice. They cannot hit me through this trapdoor, so I'm pretty safe. And sometimes I get armor from the random piglins that come through. Or even enchanted bows and stuff. But of course most of this is trash. And since I have this sword, I don't really need another one. This is not max spawning speed, because piglins can spawn and so can enderman, and enderman go to the corners. They don't actually come through here that often and can teleport to this side, so that can occupy the spawning spaces. But yeah, this farm is much better now. So I have to make sure that I always leave it here so I don't lose it. I just need some gold to do some golden apples for what I'm about to do, which is show you how I got the villagers. I lost my boat, sadly, the one I was using. But this is why I leave the sword here, so I don't lose it. Let me see. I only need 18, actually. Oh my god. I need only to do two. Should I keep any of the sword? Probably not, right? I'll keep it. Maybe that. I just keep it because maybe I'll do the sword someday, so. It's my tree, sharpen stone. And well, this is pretty much the food I use because I've not done anything special to get anything better, so. Yeah. That was my gold farm. I don't know if I showed it last time, but the sword is new. Alright, let's bring some wood. I don't care if I have all this on me, it doesn't really matter. But I do want at least a pick. I need some bones. I need some wood and some stone. Right. That's enough. Some stone. I should take a full stack actually. And let's do some pickaxe. 2 golden apples. Oh, needed less than I thought. And I have another one here. So the reason why I didn't need the witch anymore was because I got some potion of weakness from the trail chambers I visited the other day. I need a boat. Also need my trapdoors. Where do I put them? This I got from somewhere special, but I'll show you in a few moments. It's really dumb, but I found the portal to the end. Oh yeah, can I repair this actually? Don't wanna make another. No, it doesn't work. I guess I need the anvil to do that, but don't wanna waste the durability. This should work. This should be enough. Alright. There are my trapdoors. Next, a pickaxe. I don't have the sword on me. That's good. Alright, let me show you first the trail chambers and what the fortress, the stronghold I found. So Turns out I was going the wrong direction last time. I explored about 1300 blocks this way, and it turns out it was the wrong direction all along. But I found the fortress, so I guess that's a good thing. So, alright. First up, let's see if I have more potion of weakness in here. So the trial chambers have something funny, that the dispensers can have different kinds of potions. And they can have lingering potions of whatever, right? So I found a few lingering potions and a few splash potions of weakness, so I don't need the witch anymore. It's less risky for me and for the villagers. This place is full of slime. It's kinda annoying. Sometimes they go through the portal and they hit me a lot. So yeah, this is the way I entered last time. You can see I started to get the loot on one place. Potions of poison. Potion of slowness. I just wanted to see if I still have some potions of weakness here. So apparently the trial chambers only work if they can see you, the spawners. So by doing something like this, you can actually disable them, which is really good for me. There's still mobs there that I have not killed, but it doesn't matter really. Oh, where am I going? It's this way. So I ended up exploring the whole place, clearing all the rooms and gathering the loot. Yeah, I still have a few potions of weakness. Let's take 2 because I have 2 apples. I have a boat. I think that's all I need. Alright. Now let me show you how I got the villagers. Actually, this place I could farm for equipment and other stuff now that I can have that. But I need ominous potions to open the big balls. I can only open the small balls with normal drops that they give, so I have not been farming it, to be honest. There's a bunch of stuff here and another one, but for now it should be fine. This is kind of dangerous because of the slimes. Oh yeah, before I continue, the reason why I put a portal here is because of that. That is the end room, the stronghold. I saw it on the distance and I thought that it could be a mineshaft, but no, it was the end room. I found a bunch of things there, like a book with mending. That was pretty much the best I could find. And I put it on the sword because it already had so many enchantments that I thought that it was a great sword to have with mending on, and it is. This is kind of risky still. And so this is the end. I left the lava because I'm taking it with buckets and I plan to do some farms with it. So this should be 3x4 is 12. So I need 10 eye of bender. Also explore this place out and looted the chest and the 2 libraries that there are. And actually got the bookshops to do one enchanting room in my base. But I don't have lapis lazuli, which I need villagers for, which I need blaze powder for. So one thing gets to the other. Also, this thing is pretty much completely explored on the inside. This is a spawner, but it's blocked off, so things won't spawn near me. It's pretty peaceful here, except in the night, because all in the upper floor gets filled with mobs instantly when it gets to the night. Also, even if it's not the night, there will be a lot of mobs because the slimes will spawn here, so it can be quite dangerous, especially crossing, because slimes will cross here and attack me when I'm loading, which can be pretty bad. Alright, now to the place where I get my villagers. So apparently there's a 5% chance that the zombies that will spawn on the overworld will be a zombie villager. But in the middle of the ocean, I think it doesn't happen because I killed so many zombies and it didn't happen. So I searched for the biome that had the most, the highest spawn rate for zombie villagers, and found out that it was the old taiga. Old taiga, I don't remember well the name. Oh, it's this way, I'm sorry. And so I went there and constructed a little spawning cage like I did on my base. The same design because it's easy to isolate mobs. And isolating mobs is exactly what I need to do what I need to do. Alright. This is bigger because I need to bring the mobs back, so I hate walking on the one-way stairways, by the way, but it's really not practical for me to do bigger roads, especially when you deal with bigger distance. So maybe if I have a ton of resources later, but as for now, it's not practical at all, so I won't do it. All right. So this place. Apparently forgot to put torches here. And also I forgot my torches. Oh yeah, I have some of this. It's probably enough. But let's make sure. Just in case. I don't want anything spawning behind me. So how does this work? First of all, I do have blocks. This is the spawning cage, obviously. I only need to put some trapdoors. Let me get the torches. Put down here and one on the ceiling. And now we block this up. I will lose some blocks on this process, but it's fine. And then we go back to the portal and wait. The 3 and 1 entities. And we wait for stuff to start spawning. So I thought that the zombie villagers and the zombies would have the same name, but no, the zombie villagers actually are named zombie villager. So you can just wait here until they spawn. Without normal zombie, skeleton, creepers. So no zombie villager. So what makes this biome special? In this biome, all zombies have a 20% chance of being a zombie villager, which is about 4 times more likely than outside. So it's really good. Maybe I should go kill them. Let's wait for a little more. So what I did is basically this. I stepped and waited here until a zombie villager appeared, and then went in, killed everything else, took the zombie villager and transformed it, took it back to the base, and then I have a few transformed villagers in my base. I transformed it before I took it there because I don't want it to burn with the sun. So yeah. Let me go and get rid of these enemies so new enemies can spawn. You can see, I can see exactly what they are. And they can see me as well. So it's the same setup as the other spawner I did, but it allows me to control spawns more than being super effective at spawning things. It allows me to control what I get, so it's really good for that. Also, it's pretty safe for me to kill the monsters. It's not the best experience farm, but I don't want it for that. It's literally not an experience farm for me. It's just a spawner so I can get zombie villagers. It always happens that when you want to show up something, it doesn't work. Let's see. Entities, that's fine. Alright. So what is the plan now? I need a stable source of food. So what I'm going to do is take some of the soul sand I have and turn it into the blue campfires. Make one of the villagers a butcher and sell him a raw pork chop. He should be cheaper, so hopefully 1 or 2 pork chop per emerald, so it should be really easy to ramp up the amount of emeralds I have, hopefully. Alright, let's see. Come on, zombie villager. Also need 3 villagers to start an iron farm. So I'll transform at least 1 villager, take it back with me, then I'll start. I'll do a hoglin farm. And then I will start trading with them. So for the hoglin farm, I need. Let me think. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 8, 12. 12 by 6, 72, 144, plus all the trapdoors, some walls, a lot of blocks, and some, let's say, 3 stacks of, about 3 stacks of, 3 stacks of slabs, and maybe 2 stacks of blocks. I need 4 mushrooms. Yeah, this is pretty safe. It's kind of dumb how safe this is for controlling mobs, but well, I like it because of that. Alright. Come on, spawn a zombie villager, please. It didn't really take that long compared to the other place. But it still takes a while, I guess. A creeper just spawned there, so it's fine. Let's put this on 6 maybe. So it really doesn't matter the duration of the potion of weakness. The only thing that really matters is that you can get a golden apple to the zombie villager. So alright, zombie skeleton creeper. But yeah, basically in the old growth pine taiga is the one that has a 20% chance. I had to search for this on chunk base because I didn't really want to spend days searching for it because it's a pretty weird biome to spawn. Obviously, this would be faster if I had more spawning spaces, but I didn't want to overcomplicate it. So it's pretty simple. Also, I don't really have to go back every time, but I like to clear the spawning spaces for the zombie villagers because spawning will fail if there's an entity blocking the way. The same problem that Hoglin Witch Farm have, that it's not really completely effective because the zombie zombie Hoglin occupied like 4 or 5 spaces of spawning inside the platforms, each one. So each floor. So it can actually lead to lower spawn rates. So that's why it's not completely effective, but it's pretty good even though it is that way, because hoglins are really aggressive and witches cannot really damage them, so it works. I might have to do one of those this season because the problem is that I don't have access to. Well, that's not necessarily true actually. There's one way I can do it, but it's risky. I could start a raid in my base, and the raid will have to start in one of the houses I built, or in the forest I built. So maybe I can do it. There's a chance I can do it actually. The creeper is the only one that worries me, and only because he can destroy the structure. Alright, come on. Nothing else in here. I really like having the hitbox on, I'm sorry. It probably doesn't look as good, but it helps me see. Come on, I just want one zombie villager, just one. Give me one so I can show how I got the villagers. Anyway, at this point, I don't really need another one, to be completely honest. Because what I could do is just breed the ones I have at the base and start from there, but it takes a while. Like 10 minutes per villager, so it still will take a while. Let's see what we have. Have a witch, zombie, creeper, skeleton. I could capture the witch to not have to use the potion of weakness, but I need the redstone, so now let me put stuff here. I don't wanna die with that, so that's fine if I have it on me. And we need an axe. Why on the ceiling? Because it doesn't really mess with the spawns, and I don't know, it's an old thing I do. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. Where is the witch? So what's funny about enemies is that you can manipulate the AI pretty simply, because they try to get at a certain distance from you. So if you walk backwards, they will walk forward, which is really dumb, but it works. There we go. Let's see if I can grab something else. This one has to be like this, the block spawns there. I don't really need this in the middle, but I do it because it worked last time. And well, let's see, 4 redstone, which is not bad for now. I will need this bounce later, so better keep them safe. Alright. Come on, zombie villager. Alright. Also, leader zombies will spawn, and that they will spawn with a bunch of other zombies, but none of those zombies will stay, even if you capture them in a boat. So, whenever I see a zombie that can hold a lot of hits, I actually kill all the zombies. I don't even try to keep one of the zombies, which is what I usually do, because I'll assume that they will just disappear after a while. So, skeletons up until now. A spider just spawned. Come on. Spawn me a villager, please. Alright. Just a waiting game, I guess. So Minecraft pushes you to be really creative with some solutions, which is kind of funny, if you ask me. But hey, it works, right? Come on. Skeleton. So what I could do is just pretty much AFK here and let the enemies naturally spawn. It has something on the background while I wait for the zombie villager to spawn, or do what I'm doing, that is go in and kill the enemies every once in a while, to make sure there's enough spawning spaces. But I guess I also need the loot for now. spiders cannot really get through, so it's really easy to get rid of them. The place is not tall, so they cannot really go anywhere. And this is quite useful for knowing what type of enemy you have to face, so you don't have to go back and forth every time, but also collecting some loot, so it's fine. Also have gotten quite a few iron swords like this and some armor, so it's not completely wasted, Though sometimes I do have to keep watching the thing because zombie piglin can spawn here on the portal and they could push me off. So it's not like I can just not pay attention, right? I could put some kind of protection against them showing me off, like putting walls or something, some rails, so they cannot push me off. But it takes resources, and right now I don't have that much. So yeah, today what I'm gonna do is try to get a new. That's a normal zombie. That's not a zombie villager. A new farm going, which is the zombie piglin farm. No zombie. The hoglin farm, the meat farm, I guess. And maybe I can do an iron farm. Those are normal zombies and a spider, not a zombie villager. Well, anyway, you get the idea. I just come here and do that, and then I slowly get the villagers transformed and then killed. Transform and then I take them to the base. Not killed. Cured. They can still hit me, by the way. That's why I back off. They cannot hit me when the thing is like this, but if I get too close with the trapdoor open, they can hit me. And they do hit me a lot, so I'd rather be careful and not waste food on them. Well, I guess I will continue doing the other stuff because it took a while to get the villagers, so maybe I should not be too hopeful that a zombie villager will spawn right away, right? It still takes a while to get the zombie villagers to spawn. But once they spawn, I just take them on a boat to the nether and then to my base. And then I leave them on boats because it's easier to control them while they are stuck in one place. A bunch of skeletons have just spawned. Alright, I left the potions back there. That is fine. But I'm gonna take the bones because I need the bones for something right now. Let's see, what do I need from here? Let's take the string arrows and the bones. And the redstone, of course. Can leave the trapdoors here. It's for this farm anyway, so. I'll leave the potion of weakness and the golden apple here. Let's go. So yeah, I get them from here, take them to the nether in a boat. Since now you can teleport with the entity and the entity won't fall off the boat, it's really useful for doing this. So I can just ride them back myself. I could use a lead if there's 2 zombie villagers in one boat, but I'd rather not because it can be quite dangerous. Sometimes the boat gets momentum when lead, so it can fall off pretty easily. I could probably build a farm right here actually. I need a crimson forest for the farm, so that place should be fine. It's close enough to the base. This is also crimson forest, so I could do here too. But this is closer to the